When's the last time you went goblin? It's a great question, unless you're going to say goblin D's, in which case never, I think. Depends who you are and where you went to college. No, it doesn't. Well, Dave, is that you? What does goblin mean? It's when you're like a total trash human. It's been a while, man. Like, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's life or make them feel like shit or whatever. Sometimes I'm talking to Twitch chat about like hygiene, which is like my first mistake. And there's people in chat that are like, I was gonna sell a penguin to buy a penguin. That's where my head's at right now. There's people in chat where I'm like, you should brush your teeth 2 times a day. And they're like, why would I brush them in the morning when I already brushed them at night? And I'm like, you're lost. Like, I'm sorry. It's just, I can't bring myself to that level of goblin. That level of goblin, it's been a long time. I don't know, since I was like 8. Like 8 at a sleepover and I forgot a toothbrush. I'm like, I guess I won't brush my teeth. It's not like I drank 3 liters of Pepsi today. That's not goblin mode? Okay, well I said, what's goblin mode? People said being unhygienic. Okay, then what the hell is goblin mode if it's not to do with brushing your teeth and taking a shower? It doesn't, it's a vibe? I don't go goblin then. I'm goblinless. I don't know. I think it's just different strokes for different focus as well. I don't like being dirty. But I see, like, sometimes you'll see, like, a post on the internet that's like, my wife's been out of town for a week. I've been wearing the same shirt for 7 days. Isn't that cool? And I'm like, no, buddy, your ass fucking, you're smelling your own BO, moron. Like, I get it that you've gone nose blind to your own stench, but it's like, it's a problem you could solve in literally, like, a 5-minute shower. Like, this shit is just gross as hell. She should leave you. Well, maybe that's too far, but she's probably thinking about it. You a naked sleeper? I've been thinking about, I'm a shirt and underwear guy, but I've been thinking about downgrading to just underwear. Maybe some people might consider it an upgrade and I'm flattered, but I think it's nice and cool to sleep with no shirt, no pants. People are going to laugh at me for this one. I think the reason I always want to keep underwear on is because I'm worried about experiencing testicular torsion. The odds of it happening, like my balls getting twisted up because I'm rolling around while I sleep, is probably pretty low, but it's just for me, it's not worth the risk. Wear one of those rubber band things for your balls? What? One of those whats? For my what? That's called a cock ring? I don't think a cock ring is a rubber band that goes on your balls. You need a ball, though. Have they made it to market yet? I know they were... really took the wind out of their sails when everybody started making fun of them like that. What do you think about the ball jacuzzi? I don't know. Like, listen. I don't even know what the ball jacuzzi is, but I can, like, come up with some expectations. By the way, thanks for the 10-piece yet again. This is the best Friday for SAP in history. I think I'm not you're gonna have to just choose to believe me or not believe me on this one. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, okay? Whatever you got going on in your life, whatever you need to get your thrills is probably okay with me. Be an illegal crook, the worst kind. But I feel like with all the inventions, the hedonistic inventions like that, I feel like you lose track of some of the simple pleasures of life. Like, once you got the ball jacuzzi, like, you're never going to be able to just go out on your back deck and, like, have a coffee while you watch the sunset or something like that, right? Because you're going to be like, yeah, this is nice, but, like, it's pretty fucking mellow compared to a jet of hot bubbles hitting me in the scrotum. Like, I feel like you sort of lose your connection to... I could be getting my balls boiled right now. Oh, man. +2 for that. I stole it from chat. That was an all-time comment. I've been thinking more about that because, like, you're always aging, of course. Like when I was a kid, nothing was more annoying than like, oh, on Saturday you can't play ESPN NHL 2K5 because we got to go to your grandparents' house for like a family reunion and see like your uncle who lives in Nova Scotia who you haven't seen in 5 years. And I'm like, eating hamburgers and hot dogs outside on a nice summer day, drinking lemonade and stuff like that, and having old people be like, wow, you're doing really well in school. That shit is so annoying. I just want to go home and play with my toys. And now as an adult, I'm like, man, I gotta start setting up like a family gathering or something like that. I'm getting down to like I'm trying to get to the simple pleasures in life. A little bit of lawn mowing. A little bit of hey, the shelves in the refrigerator are not aligned the right way for our use case. Why don't we take everything out of the refrigerator, move one shelf up, move one shelf down? I don't need one big shelf that's really tall and then like two half-size shelves. I need two full-size shelves for all the bottles and stuff. Like those stock cold brews are pretty tall, man. I don't need like one quarter-size shelf. I can't even put a dozen eggs in there. Is this thing on? Is anybody listening to me? No, and then you talk to 22-year-olds in Twitch chat, and they're like, hey, have you done the Grimace Shake Mentos up your ass challenge? Have you had a Grimace Shake enema yet? It's the new hotness. And I'm like, brother, I'm sitting on a patio chair watching pollinators. Like I don't know if it's regressing or progressing, but we're moving, that's for sure. You're going senile? I don't think it's senility. I think you just, you do. Oh, wow, maybe. What was the question? I don't know. I just feel like the expansion of like what people request from a thrill, like it's getting so high these days, man. Like back in the year 2000, I feel like people were like, "Oh, have you tried the new energy drink? It tastes like root beer, but it hits like a coffee." People were like, "Wow!" Nowadays, you pop in the chat and people are like, "Sorry, I was AFK getting my cock crushed with a sledgehammer," and everyone's like, "Again?" Whoa, is it 2021? People are losing their fucking minds out here, man. What I'm trying to say is that we live in a sick world. And I am a material girl. But you do you. Like, that's... I mean that without judgment. I'm just like... I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is... If you actually need the cock boiler to get off, then buy the cock boiler. But don't let society trick you into thinking that everybody needs the cock boiler. Some people need to have their cocks boiled. Some people are content with them just being at like ambient human body temperature. It's the same with like skydiving or dancing, you know? All I'm saying is these pro skydiving motherfuckers have been real quiet ever since the submarine imploded. Copium, I don't need the cock boiler. I don't need the cock boiler. Me waking up in the morning, I'm not gonna boil my cock today. Me at 4:30 p.m. Hey honey, I'm just heading out to the cock boiling store for a minute. Be right back. Me waking up, I don't think I'm gonna... You don't need to boil your cock to have fun. Me at 12 p.m. You know what would go really nice with this lunch? A boiled cock. All I'm saying is you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. You may wish to return to simpler pleasures at some point in your life. It's crazy to think of, but it's kind of where I'm at now. Like when I had free time this morning, because I woke up at the time that I normally worked out, but my body's so like fucking busted from moving the last couple days that I'm like, I don't want to work out because I think it's counterproductive today. You know what fucked up fantasy went on in my head? I was like, I should buy a snow shovel so that this winter, if it snows, I can help shovel my neighbor's sidewalks. Now, part of that was like, that would make me a nice guy. Another part of it was like, That will give me some serious neighborhood capital. And when I cash that in, I don't know what I'm going to cash it in for, but you thought I was shoveling your snow out of the goodness of my heart, huh? No, that just you wait for 8 months from now when I go, hey, Bill, can I borrow your weed whacker? And he's like, oh, fine. Hey, Bill, can I borrow your cock boiler? My what? Your weed whacker? Here's a good Shark Tank bit. The ball sack jacuzzi. What the hell are you talking about? What is a ball sack jacuzzi? I got a lot of follow-up questions, but I want to make sure we're starting on the same level first. We're starting from the base position. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a hot tub for your balls. Is it like a special piece of furniture that like you dip your balls into? It's not like you... Or do you just wear it like under your underwear and go out in public or something like that? It's the size of a dog dish. Okay, so you don't wear it under your jeans then. What's the point though? Can't you just dip your balls in like a normal jacuzzi? It doesn't seem any more convenient to have a special jacuzzi just for your balls. It seems like it's all the costs and none of the benefits. That's my cost benefit analysis. It has all the costs and none of the benefits. Can't you just put your balls in like in a bowl of warm water? With a straw? I don't think this idea, for that reason, I gotta tell you, I'm out. When Whirlpool gets its hands on this idea, they're gonna laser beam you from a satellite in orbit. You are not ready for the world of hurt that's gonna fall on you, my man, and for that reason, I'm out. But then on Shark Tank, there's always like, they can present the dumbest fucking idea. There's always like one person who's like, you know, you seem like a nice guy. I'd like to work with you. So here's what I'm proposing. You came in asking for $1 million for 2% of your company. I'm willing to offer you $2 for 100% of your company. And I'll make a phone call to Walmart. I'll make a phone call to Spencer's Gifts. We can have the bald sack jacuzzi on shelves within 3 months. I don't like when the sharks collude with each other either. Like when they go in on a deal with one another, that's one thing. That's business. But I don't like when like 4 sharks are out. I don't know, are there 4 or 5? I don't like when all the sharks are out but one, and then one of them offers something, and then the other ones are like, take the deal, Jim. Jim, that's the best deal. Jim, that's the best. You shut up, you're out. Robert Herjavec, you're out, you shut it, okay? The adults are talking. You freaking loser. Shut it, Mr. Wonderful. If I wanted advice on how to fraudulently sell a software company to Mattel, I would take it from you, okay? If I wanted advice for how to start an investment management company in like 2013 in the middle of the greatest bull run in the modern era and somehow do so poorly that it had to close down in like 2018, then I would take it from you, okay? What about the shark that called quiet quitters losers? That's just Kevin O'Leary's thing. He says mean things and then like 25% of North America is like, it's mean, so it must be true. He's wearing a suit and saying mean things. He must be telling it like it is. It bypass for 75% of the population goes, this guy's an asshole. 25% of the population that believes pulling yourself up by your bootstraps is like a real thing that anybody can just do, goes, finally, someone telling it like it is. Someone not scared of criticism. You counter my ice block? Somebody's deck has countered my ice block. Somebody's trap card has countered my ice block. Guess they just countered my ice block. Oh yeah.